demonstration of how to prep the Sentinel device for delivery. First thing we're going to do is take it out of the sterile box and put it on the table. Secure it so that it doesn't come up. There's our stylet. We're going to remove the stylet. Then we're going to tighten up the two tuies, one next to the three. We're just going to finger tight them. If those aren't tight, you will see water leaking around, your saline leaking. And then we'll make sure the handles are totally together here. And now we're going to start flushing. So the first flush is going to be coming out this tip. There you go. The second flush is coming out right here with that stopcock. You're just moving forward. And then turn, yep, there you go, there's fluid. Now, turning the stopcocks off when we leave, and then here's the top proximal one. And that's gonna come out in this filter. There we go, you see that? And now we're gonna refill that syringe with 10 cc's. And now we're gonna go to the next step where we're gonna de-air the filters. So we're gonna do the number 1. We're gonna push that, and look at the number 3. You're going to gently pull back because that's going to retrieve the filter into the catheter, and we want to get the air out of it. Now, once we see that silver ball hitting the blue, we're going to put it back again. Pat, pat, pat. And then he's going to retrieve, and if we don't see any air, once we have just the little bead, we're going to stop. Perfect. Now we're going to do this proximal, which corresponds to the number 1 slider. So we're going to pat, 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 and slide the number 1 slider forward until we fully cover the filter. Now go ahead. We're going to unsheath it, and we're going to pat it, usually 2 to 3 times, but just make sure you don't see any air. And then if we like it, we're going to stop with about just a 1/4 inch or so of that copper showing. And now we're going to use that syringe with the heparinized saline, and we're going to flush hard, and we're going to see some tiny bubbles and some bigger bubbles come out. And this is our final flush. And we're going to flush 8 to 10 cc's, and the Luer Lock 10 cc syringe really comes in handy. You will not have the hand strength to do it with a 20. And then once we get this, there we go. And then we're gonna, our final flush is we want to fully sheath the catheter, so we're gonna move slide number 1 fully forward till it meets the blue for a nice smooth transition, and the device is now prepped.